G'day and welcome to this edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Smash, a Queen's Birthday edition, and Ben and I are here on a public holiday, of course. I'm Lachlan, Cowlishaw, that's Ben Martin. We've got heaps of footy and netball to get through, so let's get stuck in the footy, Ben.
Thanks, Loch. Straight into the GFL. Obviously a very exciting match here for Matt Gibson and his boys with the COLAC Tigers. A 1-point thriller.
Oh.
So I thought, why not start with this one? COLAC Tigers got up 10-11-71 against St Albans 10-10-70. Now St Albans, they led from start to finish in front of their home crowd, but Kane Leeson kicked one of his 2 goals in the final 2 minutes to steal a win there. Dan Casey, also very good for the Tigers, hit a couple of fourth quarter goals, finished for 3, while the best for the Tigers was Lockie Veal and Jay Bolsh. So their 4th win of the season, and some positive signs there for the Tigers. Straight into the CDFL action now. Birregurra defeated Apollo Bay 14-21. 105 to 5-10-40. Some of the best footy that Birregurra coach Paul Lynch has seen from his boys so far, so he's very happy. Christian Kelly kicked 4 goals, while Luke Phillips and Ben Lynch were the Saints' best there for the visitors. Jake Cooper kicked 2 goals, the young fella, while Casey McDonald for his job on Christian Kelly, and the midfielder Dan Andrew were the best for Apollo Bay. The next game now, South COLAC led from start to finish, defeating Illawarra Biak 16-6, 102 to 8-7-55 at joiner reserve. Couple of injuries there for the Bombers to coach Khan Beckett and the big fella Tom Miller in the ruck. He went down pretty early, sort of soured the loss even more so for the Bombers. But some good news for South COLAC. Ben Cox up and going. He kicked 7 goals. While Jordan Murray, he was very solid in defence there for the Roos. For the Bombers, Joel Menzies kicked 3 goals, while Jaden Angus stepped up in the ruck in the absence of his teammate there, Tom Miller, while Rob Elbra also good in his 2nd go for the season. The next game, Lorna defeated COLAC Imperials after Imps led by 2 goals at half-time. It gave the Dolphins a bit of a scare, but come through with the goods. They've come through with a 14-14 98 to 9-13 67 win there in front of a home crowd at Stribling Reserve. Both teams suffering from player unavailabilities, either through injury or just away. For Lorne, Luke Norton kicked 5 goals, while Ross Waters was the Dolphins' best. And for the Imps, the former Swan, Heath Lehman kicked 4 goals, while the defender, Brendan Finn, was the Cats' best there. The next game now, Forest defeated Otway Districts in one of 2 fairly one-sided matches. As you said, a lot of goals kicked at the weekend. One of 2 one-sided matches the weekend. The Lions got up 17-10, 112 to 4-7-31 in front of a home crowd at Forest Recreation Reserve. For the Lions, Ryan Holman kicked 4 goals, while Ben Hood kicked 4 goals in his 2nd senior game for the season. Dean Calcetto and Chris Viola were their best. And for Otway Districts, they had 4 individual goal kickers, while Stewie Sutherland and Liam Harrington were their best. And in the final game of the CDFL for the weekend, Simpson got their 2nd consecutive big win of the season. They defeated Western Eagles 21-14, 140 to 7-6-48. So things going very well for Jason Cartwright and his boys at Tigerland. Nick Harding kicked another bag. He backed up his 9 from last week. He kicked 7 this week, so he's travelling very well in some very good form. While Matty Ewland for Simpson played probably his best game for the club since returning from Ocean Grove this year. For Western Eagles, a couple of recruits. Reece Burke kicked 2 goals, while Jake Thorne was their best. And as we all know, Elvie had the bye at the weekend, so I'll pass it over to Locke. Bit of netball news.
That's right, Ben. Bit of news in the netball to get through. Let's start with the GFL netball. St Albans took on our COLAC Tigers and they came away with a win, 35-30. Catherine Dicker in goals for them. She hit 24, while Courtney Coolahan had 18 goals for the Tigers and Caitlin Hammond had 12 goals as well. Best for COLAC were defenders Emma Hillman and Talia Jeffries alongside mid-court superstar Shelley Scott. In CDFL netball news now, Lorne took on COLAC Imperials in our first game. Very strong win here by the Imps, 78-24 in the end. Rebecca Scott continued a strong year with 64 goals. Kenny Robbins had 14. Carly Entercott had 20 for Lorne. Best on court for the Imps was Elise Howard, and best on court was Lorne's coach Carly Entercott for the Dolphins. South COLAC and Illawarra Biak now. Illawarra Biak had a win. They're coming back into form. Very good win against a top 5 side. 41-26 was the final score in the Bombers' favour. Casey Johnson had 21 goals for Illawarra Biak. Tegan McNamara led South Colac scorers with 14. Narelle Frith and Nadine McNamara shared the best on court votes for their respective sides. Birregurra took on Apollo Bay, and Apollo Bay had a very good win against this young Birregurra lineup, which is struggling a touch this year. 62-21 was the final score in the Hawks' favour. Kath Spears came back. She had a baby, but she's back on the court now. She had 35 goals. Annie Legault, the recruit, she had 27 goals. Courtney Lawson had 16 goals for the Saints, while Kath Spears, Jessica Whedon, Abby Floyd and Gillian Floyd were among the players who received best on court votes. In our second last game now, Simpson took on the Western Eagles. This was probably the best netball game of the round. 42-39 was the final score, and it was in the Tigers' favour. Jessie Hawkins had 28 goals for the Tigers, very important in their goal circle. Danielle Bowen, the young gun, she had 24 goals. Kelly Powell in her 100th game for the Tigers, best on court votes if you don't mind. Western Eagles, Danielle Bowen, again, she got the best on court votes there. Final game now, Forest versus Otway Districts. Otway Districts got a good win here against the Lions, 62-36. Nadine Oborn shot 37 goals. Rachel Morrow had 23 goals for Forest. Might have had a thing or two to say about the old umpiring as well, just quietly. Harmony Newman was best for Otway, and Rachel Morrow again in the best for the Forest Lions side. Elvie had the bye, as Ben said, and that brings us to our favourite part of the show every single week. It's the COLAC Herald Sportsman of the Week, and this week we found it hard to go past Tiger Spearhead Nick Harding.
That's right, Nick Harding, young whopper, they call him down Simpson way. Obviously kicked 7 goals the weekend, kicked 9 the week before, and he's sitting top of the competition goal kicking ladder with 31, tied with Ben Cox. So he's in some very good form, and I suppose part of the reason why Simpson is travelling as well as they are. So congratulations to Nick, a well-deserved sportsman of the week.
Well done. It was a weekend for the goal kickers. So that's it from myself, Lachlan, and from Ben as well. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.